Salutations, everybody. Another time to end up going at the good old world of Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Because I'm in the groove for it and I wanted to continue at it. I did figure out after the last stream where I was meant to go in Blasphemous. So if I decide to go back to that at some point in time, I'll actually remember where I'm meant to go and not be a complete and utter gobshite. But with all that being said, it is a pleasure to be back at it here today. Pleasure to end up coming to your accords and saying hello to each individual who ends up coming across my quarter this evening on this fine Wednesday. And with all that being said, with everything being grand, all I can ask is the crack of 90. How's everything going, my friends? Is there any news with you? Senior Ducky Poo, you are indeed first. How is life treating you on this fine, fine day? Is the weather anyways grand where you are, or is it as equally diabolically crap with you as it was with me? Last time we went down this way, ended up looking around. We need to go to the Gestural Beach. I don't think we ended up doing what we need to end up doing there, so we'll have a gawk at the Gestural Beach. And then we'll just see what's ended up happening in some of these areas. I don't think we've actually checked anything of this particular area. So that's the first thing we're going to end up doing. What kind of fool do you think I am? Well, Senior Ducky Poo, you're the best kind of fool. You're the kind of fool that continues to come back and watch my beauty, my majesty, my majestic nature, and ends up enjoying the crack of 90. But with that being said, how is the fool doing today? Is it all good? How's things going anyways? We're going to start things off by going into a battle, because heaven forbid we do anything easy. So why the hell not? So let's enjoy ourselves. Let's get into the turn-based activity. It has been a few days, so as is normally the case with all of these elements, when you go away from one of these games for a few days, I will have forgotten absolutely everything. There won't be a single element to this that I remember. I won't be able to do a single thing, right? But at the end of the day, who particularly cares? We'll continue onward and forthwith for the time being. But we'll just enjoy the crack while we can. Like that. I'm a total utter hermit who hasn't been outside, so how am I supposed to know what the weather is like? Don't trouble me with such trivial matters. I understand that, Senior Ducky Poo, but, you know, I need to bring graciousness and joyfulness to the people of the world. And as a result of which, the best way to do that is remind you to get off your lazy arse and actually do something worthwhile. Like, you know, experiencing the outside for a bit. I know I do that by talking to you on something that particularly keeps you inside. But, you know, nobody has ever said that I wasn't built in an oxymoron. Well, you're not getting revived. Oh, I done it to the one that you can't hit. Are you looking down on me saying how the weather down there implying I'm a little person? No! No, heaven forbid. I would never end up insulting a little person like that, Senior Duck. To equate a little person to you is really unfair to the little people. No, I'm just saying that like everyone else alive today, you are beneath me, in your rightful place, beneath my shoe. And to be honest, it's just me reminding you of such, that you are beneath my shoe, that you are a lesser being in comparison to me. So that's me just telling you to, you know, remind yourself of the real world. Go and look outside and remember the grace and power and beauty that is beside you, talking to you, and the honor of which you get for having the joy of listening to me. And with that being said, we'll turn our attentions to the other one. Senior Skull, what's a crack-a-lackin'? How's life treating you? Go on, give us the bit of advice that I'm going to ignore. How's things treating you today? How is your Wednesday going? Any news with you now? Is it all going grand? Is it all going good? Ooh. I don't know if that leveled up or if that's a new weapon. I think it leveled up. You say we should go outside and enjoy ourselves? I think we should all do that. Well, everyone except for me, of course. I've already had enough of the outside world, and the outside world turned around and told me to come back in. It said it couldn't handle my direct awesomeness. It asked me to give it a wee bit of a break, which is the reason why I came in here, went into an alternative world where everything is being destroyed, so that I could project my greatness onto that world. So, feel honorable that I'm doing it to it as well as to you, so that all of you can end up feeling great. Senior up! What is a crack-a-lackin'? It has been a bit. It is indeed the real Crack Attack Central. The greatest of all of the cracks. The greatest of all of the attacks. The greatest of all of the centrals. I mean, Jesus, Skull, aren't you awfully quick? Give him a chance to come in and say hello to His Majesty, the greatness that I am. Anyway, evening to everyone. How is it all going? Is life treating you well? Did you hear that Talk Sport ended up having a fantastic segment in of itself again? Talk Shite turned around and decided to say that both Konya, Matthias Konya and Mbumu are not good enough to be United players, which is really, really funny since they were tethered to Tottenham and were tethered to Tottenham and tethered to Newcastle, and they were good enough for them, but not for United. I mean, ultimately we'll end up seeing, but you know, who knows? It's just funny that Simon Jordan has a way to pluck at his time. I'm submissive. I'm submissive by default, so words might have the opposite effect. You know. Well, fair enough, Duck. With that being the case, I guarantee you don't need to sub to me. If things have the opposite effect to you, I guarantee you don't need to sub to me. You don't need to go to each of my applications on TikTok, YouTube, Vertical, and Kick, and end up giving a follow and a sub in each individual area. You definitely don't need to do that, Skull. I guarantee you don't need to do that. Joke, by the way. Well, everyone is joking about that because I know on Evolve they turned around and said that her name was going to be Mariah March. She looks brilliant. She already looks like she's going to be the top of that division, and with Julia Stephanie Vacour, Jordan Grace, and who'd I miss? And Roxanne Perez all being called up to the main roster, hand the title to her now. Now, I know that JC Jane's going to get a bit of a chance in order to be the champion. A fair play to her. Hopefully she can improve. Hopefully she can showcase why that she is a good talent in of herself. But Mariah May looked absolutely brilliant. I hope she gets to keep her name. Also, I don't know if I went into this Jethro Beach. I don't think we did. If we did, then we'll know. Yeah, but at the end of the day, the main roster needed them. Like, it's no word of a lie that the main roster needed all of them, so it's nice to see them end up getting up there. I think the biggest thing is that the Raw Tag Team division needs a spark of bloody life. So I don't think that's the end of the NXT call-ups. Yes, Skull, give Crack all your money. Every bit of it shall be mine. I'd Uno reverse card you and say United aren't good enough. I mean, you might be right on that one, Duck. I'm not going to lie, but who knows? Oh, did they sack him? Did they actually sack him? We'll listen to this jazzy beat while I check this up as I search up Fabrizio Romano and figure that out. If they did sack him, that's astonishing. Dorian versus Avon. Yeah, the deal can be soon done for everyone wants. Liam Delapis officially joined. Ryan Cherokee is going to end up joining. Rajan is going to end up joining. Ryan Triarchy and Tijan Reanders is a brilliant signing for City. Turnstegen, I know I'll be at Barcelona next year. Yeah, you will be, but you won't be there. Russell Martin, the new FC Rangers manager. That's nice for Russell Martin. Massantino, 45 million plus 10. That's piss cheap. I don't think he's sacked yet. Is he sacked yet? They're apparently going to sack him. I believe everything you end up hearing there. None of it is anything anyway. It's something anyway up. It's a start. One of the things I want to end up doing, and we'll see if I can get it done this week, is maybe do a podcast on this week in wrestling, because I'd love to end up talking about R-Truth and doing a little segment on how I think R-Truth might have been a case of too good for his own success. But it's something anyway. It's a nice little start. Only took 30 minutes for Craic to call me Skull. He didn't do it all last game. He was doing so well. Duck, I did it on purpose just because. Why not? Hey, if you want to end up putting in a bit of a vocal request into into general Craic there of what your mic quality is like, I might end up getting one or two people on and talk about it. Who knows, maybe. What, Skull? Let us know. What do you think? Yeah, we didn't do this before. So now we're going to do another climbing event. So now we're going to end up playing one of those horrible games. I remember Tommy in it mentioned how having what you say be subtitled in editing can help people keep engaged. I mean, yeah. Well, that's why CapCut is such a massive piece of software. And why it being bought was such an incredibly interesting proposition, and it just is the best version of it out there, and that's what I've been using at the time. So it's something to end up doing. Yeah, give us a clip in there and end up seeing, and I might end up bringing you on to a Discord call or something like that and seeing if it ends up working. Cena should come out and say, yes, I was the mastermind behind R-Truth getting released and having a phone call with The Rock. I mean, I wouldn't mention The Rock considering there's no guarantee that he's coming back, and why didn't you grab onto that? But I also wouldn't do that because there's a very high chance WWE will probably end up re-signing R-Truth since the hatred is so bad. Like, having him chant throughout the entirety of the Monday Night Raw is interesting. Tio, my man, what's a crack a lacking with you? Yo, it's all going good, Tio from TikTok. Is the crack a 90? Let's see if I can make this jump. I should be. I think so. There's no confirmation that Miz is leaving, but his contract is up at the end of his contract is up at the end of 2025, and he's removed all relationships to WWE from his X profile. So it would make sense for him to be leaving. So it would make sense if he ended up leaving now, to be honest. Atrocious. The Rune wrestling gimmick is the perfect Oblivious, if not... Well, like, the thing about it is, you're right that it would end up... I mean, it is kind of like it, isn't it? It feels like it when you're playing it. Because it's about as unruly, to be honest. But yeah, I don't think you want, like, it's okay to piss off the fans. It's not okay to rub salt in the wound of the fans. So I wouldn't mention R-Truth at all, if possible. Who are Germany against? I didn't even realize there were internationals on at the moment. Oh, against Portugal. Gokara's... That's a surprisingly weak Germany side. Kimmich there. I wonder if Kimmich will actually get sold. Bruno is there. João Neves as a right back is an interesting choice for that Portuguese team. I know they don't have many options, but still. Oh, I thought your send feedback went to the streamer there. I thought YouTube send feedback went to the streamer there. I think that's what you mean, YouTube send feedback. I didn't end up getting it if you're sending something, Duck, but give us a message if you have any feedback. By the way, I'm always up for some feedback or what you recommend for improvements or stuff like that. You can DM me, you can just text me, you can do whatever you feel yourselves. Always up for it, by the way, guys. Thought I was on for a winner. Winner, chicken dinner. Yeah, but they want Cena to get booed. That's the best way to do it. Yeah, but there's a difference between getting booed. There's a difference between getting booed and the company getting booed. That wouldn't be Cena getting booed. That'd be the company getting booed. And the last thing you want is the company getting booed. Would need some more tests on the game on my laptop. Thanks for the invite, though. I was going to troll. Well, you're a troll at the best of times anyway. So, as a result of you being a troll, I think we can all agree that there's something you can end up doing, Senior Duck. Because you are a troll, you can.
Off is the direction you can fuck.
Crack, if you had time, you should do what Zoolander does for YouTube. I don't actually know what that is, Skull, so you should let me know what it is. I am actually not aware what he ends up doing. This makes me feel like Sonic the Hedgehog, by the way, just random elements up in the air, but really jazzy beat. I am in love with this music. At some point in time, I'm going to end up, when I finish the game, actually, because I don't want to spoil on all of it, I'm going to add this soundtrack to my streaming playlist, because an awful lot of people seem to, and they haven't gotten copyrighted for it, so if they can do it, I will do it. Like, another one I might end up doing at some point in time, adding to the playlist, is Heartbound from Pirate Software. He does a good bit. He's a football manager and live streams. He edits the streams into 20-minute videos. Benny does that as well, to be fair, and some of his edits is brilliant. I will end up doing a new save at some point in time, and when I do that new save, then I'll start doing those edits. At the moment, I'm too far into this save for it to make sense to do so. So maybe when I start the new one, I might start doing that, but I'm too far into this save for it to end up working, I think. So I might end up doing that in the future. Yeah, sure, up. Just send them on to me if there's any way that we can end up getting it to work. We'll see. Zoolander Zealand. Is that how it's pronounced? Not too bad, so. He just shows signs and goals near enough, if you know what I mean. Oh, no, I know the basic idea of what you're describing there, and it's a good idea, and it's what I should have ended up doing when I started. But, I just didn't do it. A, because I'm lazy. B, because I didn't know what I was at. C, because I'm an idiot. And... Why? What's wrong with Florian Wirtz? By the way, I know they're saying that deal to Liverpool is all but done, but I'm still skeptical that deal is actually done. It seems like an awful lot of money, 120 million for him. I think that might be a mistake, especially considering Liverpool have now confirmed they're not selling Luis Diaz, which I also think is a mistake. But hey, we'll see what ends up happening. And we officially have our decision from Chelsea as well. The old Jadon Moneyball Sancho is back with United, so that's another interesting kettle of fish. I mean, that's always been a crock of horse manure. Like, Liverpool will spend money. It's just Liverpool don't spend enough. And, like, they spent the same amount of money. Well, 5 million less. They spent the same amount of money on Van Dijk as we did on Maguire. So, like, they spend a lot of money. Like, they spent 80 million on Darwin Núñez. It's just they don't do it with reckless abandon. And they do it far more quietly so that they don't get hit with attacks like United do. Like, the fact that we might be able to get away with getting Mbeumo for the actual 50 million, considering they want the same money that we ended up paying for Cunha, is nice that we're not going to get raked over the coals for that. And the fact that he's willing to come for an actual sustainable salary, like, I don't care if we pay him 200,000 quid, he's worth it. But yeah. But that's that was an easy narrative to make because... Chelsea spent stupid money on it. Like, what people don't remember during that actual thing is Liverpool put in 3 bids. Liverpool put in 3 bids in that narrative. It's just an unfortunate situation that Chelsea decided to give the life in a handbasket. Also, did you hear too that unfortunately Osimhen, it looks like Osimhen is going to Al Hilal now instead of Bruno. They're going to go and they're going to get Osimhen instead, which is horrible. I really thought that one of the things we could have done was potentially offer a loan deal for Osimhen. Who cares? Pay him the 200,000 quid a week. Go and get him on a loan deal for a year and then get the proper striker next year if we can't get Gyökeres. At least it's down from the last season, Duck. Because last season you had something like 14 red cards at that period of time, didn't you? The Lavia one never made sense for me, and I feel sorry that he got injured. I like Roman Lavia as a player. I think the big surprising thing with Roman Lavia is if Chelsea didn't sign him and Liverpool didn't sign him, he was going back to City for half the price. So in that way, I'm happy they spent the money because screw City having him. But you know, So here's the thing, Up. The answer to that question is both a yes and a no. I think we're a great team with Bruno. But we're going to need to go through a building process anyway, and Bruno is 31. We could have used that 100 million quid. Now, if what Bruno let slip is true...
Get your hand off my penis!
Bruno let slip is true...
This is the bloke who got me on the penis before.
We have more money than we think, then I'm happy to keep him. I do kind of think for the team, it would be better if he wasn't there because you can build a new structure not worrying about Bruno being a central point of the team. But with that being said, Bruno Fernandes is a phenomenal player and you're insane not to accept him when you have him, you know? So that's the situation there, for me anyway. Anyway, on we go and continue on now. Let's see, we don't want to end up falling, so up onto the accordion. And there we go. We're doing okay with this. It's better than it was, but there's no checkpoint, so if we fall, we just lose. What about you, Up? How did you feel about it? By the way, I will end up saying this, and this is not a call for you to end up doing, but if any of you are actually considering doing subs or anything like that, and if for any of the streamers you end up going to and the multi-stream, with the movement that's been going over there, if they're on Kick, you're better subbing to them on Kick because Kick give you a 90 to 10% revenue split as opposed to Twitch giving like affiliates like me 50-50. I don't care at the end of the day. That's not me asking you to sub, but just for yourselves, because I've been looking into it a bit because I'm watching a bit of Tectone and Asmongold and some of the other ones that are over there. Just I figured I'd let you know about it. In my particular case, I was asking you, Up, what do you think of Bruno? Do you want to keep him? Did you want to sell him? What was your opinion? Okay, let's continue on. I am a massive fan of this jazzy beat, by the way. It's a shame this, like, most of the time in like places where this is on now, they're all up in the capital and they're away from me here. There's nowhere locally I can go to that's this type of feel and the whole lot, but I love this type of music. Yeah, but he was the one who turned around and said no. It took him 3 weeks to do it, and again, I don't like bringing him up because it causes a bit of distortion within the chat. But as Mark Goldbridge turned around and said, he took 3 weeks to decide this particular solution, which meant that if that money was offered by the likes of a Barcelona or Real Madrid, he would have been gone. There's nothing wrong with that either. I kind of respect it. But yeah. I'm of the same situation. Ultimately, if he wants to stay and is willing to do the work with us, fantastic, happy out. That's what you end up wanting to end up having. So I'm more than happy to keep him, considering the standard of player he is. But I don't believe the narrative that we're a relegation team without him. Myself. Which team is it you support again, Up? You are Pool, aren't you? You are Liverpool, or am I getting you completely mixed up with some of the other ones? City. Ah, yeah. So you must be happy with the fact that you're getting Ryan Cherky and your man from AC Milan. Although you're spending an awful lot of money from your man from AC Milan. He's an interesting player, but I don't know if he's worth north of 70 million quid. I do think he stays in Europe, and that's going to be a major decision. Well, the whole thing was that his family didn't want to move to Saudi Arabia. And that's it. That's all that he ended up wanting to, you know? But also have a South Shield season ticket. Hey, I mean, in that case, you're the one who ended up posting the image of Ruben Amorim at South Shield, so that must mean you think we have a proper manager on us. Otherwise, you wouldn't be posting a AI image of our manager at your other team. Oh, no. It was you that created it yourself. I don't believe anything else up. Thankfully, that wasn't that bad of a ball. But that one was. Fuck! This is going to take a while. This is going to take a kind of while. Hopefully it doesn't take too long now, because we do at least know the way, and I have a feel for some of the jumps. Also, since no one's going to be missing anything, and I kind of ended up going through all of this while the ad is going on, I'm going to continue on, get up the tower a bit, just so you're not waiting. Unless you want me to wait. In my new journeyman save, I've won the 2nd division of the Wales side, and now with Waterford, not too bad. And how many where are you planning on going on your journey, Skull? Are you going far? Are you going wide? What is the ultimate plan for your journey save to end up going to? Like, will you be going all across the world, or will it be a kind of European journey save? Win a trophy every place in Europe. Well, that's not too bad. So is it just you're waiting to see who is going to pop up as your potential option in each country, or are you just going to plonk yourself into the spot that you feel like? Like, are you applying for jobs in random countries, or how is that working for you? So you're gone to Ireland now, is it? You're gone from Wales to Ireland. What made you pick Waterford? Trying to get good rep. Not too bad. That does seem like a bit of a drop, though, doesn't it? Wales to Ireland, though. Or is it? Oh, who scored it? Oh, Francisco Concelio. Interesting. It's a nice little addition to end up having go in there now. A lot better for the rep. Interesting. Yeah, that's the buck up. That's the buck. He's the one that's after scoring it, supposedly. Duck, I love you. I love you, man. You're always there to catch my screw ups. I don't have it on, so I can't see. How is he? As I've never heard of the player before, so if he's anyways good, that's interesting to end up hearing. We won't speak. We won't speak. Probably. If you want to, by the way, I have an. It should be working. I have an exclamation mark clip command set up there, so it should end up working for you. But you can do it the manual way either. And I have the VODs up as well, so there shouldn't be any issues with them. This was not how I intended to start this stream, but hey, we'll continue to do this rudimentary platforming until we get to the top, because I have a feeling we're getting another swimsuit at the top of this, and maybe we'll finally get Verso's swimsuit. Or maybe we're going to get Mononoko's swimsuit. Minecraft parkour stream when I end up getting decent at Minecraft, which means probably never. Okay. We won't talk. We won't talk about that. We got out of it, so we won't jinx it. I mean, I haven't even paid any attention to Minecraft anymore. I used to, back in the day, watch a couple of Minecraft streamers like Uberhaxer Nova and the Creatures back when they were a thing. I used to love the Creatures back in the day. And I did watch a couple of Dreams manhunt videos, which were very good videos, to be fair. He deserved the blow-up that he got from them. It's a shame that, like, everyone that's a one-time blow-up, that nothing came from it afterward. Yeah. And who cares that they were scripted? They were fun. Like, you need to end up having your Looney Tunes highlight reel. I liked and commented on your edit Looney Tunes highlight reel. Which one is that now? Senior Duck. And which Looney Tune would you consider me to be? I'm probably Ty the Tasmanian Devil, haven't I? That's all, folks. I mean, yeah. I mean, that was a very good title for it, and then I don't know. Like, unfortunately, the only shorts that have actually blown up are shorts from this game, but that's because this game is still in the social zeitgeist, so people are looking for it. Like the two shorts that I have from this game have both reached 1,000 viewers. Whereas, on average, the other shorts get to anywhere between, on TikTok, anywhere between 200 and 700, if I'm lucky. And then, for these, they can go anywhere up to 2,000 to 3,000. And on YouTube, the difference is massive. Which is interesting. But hey, that's the way that the algorithm works, I suppose. The end of the day, I'm just trying my best to enjoy what I'm at, so screw it. Eventually, who knows, maybe eventually, maybe in 2-3 years' time, I might be big enough for me to come back to look at my stuff and be embarrassed. Right now, it's just fun to do it. Honestly, I joke about it, and there'd be no reason to actually do it. I would take Ronaldo back at a third stint if he could play the position that Ruben wants. I'd take him back. I know you'd be spending fucking 500,000 quid in his wages, but I'd take him back for a third stint at United as our striker. But then again, I also turned around and said that I take Jamie Vardy as a bench striker. So if he was okay with playing, you know, a kind of, I know he always wants to be the starter, which is the problem with Ronaldo. But if he's okay with working around with the team, training the people around it, and just getting the standards up, I'd take him back for a third stint. And I know that's probably a quite contentious opinion. Why? What's wrong? Is there any reason why you love that they play for the national via Rama North? They have to play for one of them, don't they? when you're down in the 5th tier of professional football. Oh yeah, no, I know it's completely. I know it's a complete. I know it's a complete dead errand and not even worth talking about. I'm just saying, in general, I wouldn't mind it. I think the hate that he got. Oh, National League. So you're even lower than Villarama. You're even lower than Tier 5. Fair enough. I think the hate that Ronaldo got when he was with United wasn't fair, to be honest. People have been cancelled for less opinion. I mean, probably, to be honest. I mean, this is something that people will end up getting cancelled for. A proper opinion that people might end up getting cancelled for. I have tried Terry's chocolate orange. I have tried Terry's chocolate milk chocolate. And I have tried Terry's chocolate mint chocolate. Would you believe? I was forever a fan of Terry's chocolate orange chocolate as only being the best. Nothing could surpass it. But unfortunately, I must say that has turned now. The best variant of Terry's chocolate is, of course, Terry's chocolate mint chocolate. Don't worry, I'll say it for you. I'll say it for you. Why did he tie? Oh, we got up to the top. Yay! You can actually still fall down. That's actually hilarious. Was about to click reply on Op's comment and Skull dared to comment. Oh, the ultimate gestural uniform. Oh my god, it actually is Mononoke's swimsuit. Okay, there's a new favorite skin. There's a new favorite skin. Oh, that's hilarious. That's genuinely hilarious. Anyway, that's us out of this area. I mean, I'll never be running around with Mononoke as the main person. But that is a beautiful skin, to be fair to it. A beautiful cosmetic skin. $1.1k more and Craic gets timed out. He can't time me out. You can't time the broadcaster out, but fair enough for timing someone else out, I suppose. That would literally stop the stream. Okay, so we've gotten the Gestural Beach here. We'll check up there and then we'll swim up this area here. We have an area there to check as well before we continue on. Oh, it doesn't summon them automatically. Oh, that's horse manure. But we do, however, have a shop here So we can have a gawk at the shop first and see if anything ends up appearing here. So, good deal for humans. Bun for Verso and haircut for Lune. Just because I don't want to come back for it, we'll do that again. I mean, it is quite a spectacle now, to be honest. It is quite the beautiful view, I must admit. Anyway, into this fight we go. Let's see how this ends up going, my friends. A big, big, big enemy. So this could be interesting. Yeah, you can IRL timeout. What does that mean, Skull, to IRL timeout now when you think about it? What, just walk away for a bit? Just leave it running with nobody here? First we get hammered then. Oh, giggity. Wait, does it say time out the streamer? Oh, it does say I can't say anything for 3 minutes, yeah. Yeah, I should get rid of that. So that would make for a really bad stream, not me not talking for 3 minutes.
It likes you.
Not today.
So I've screwed the pooch a bit on this one. A lot on this one.
Take your shot.
Anyway, we can try and get the time for the Chevalier because we haven't done it before. Okay. So we can say no and try this again and go into it. Well, actually, I should have said yes so that I get used to the timing. God, you. Senior Duck. I'm surprised that didn't come up and let me know that you tried that, to be honest. Oh, I didn't realize Sunderland have already made a signing. Oh, no, they haven't. There was another one. Well, thank you so much for that one, Senior Duck. It's a pleasure to end up having someone that cares for me, that ends up looking after me, that ensures that I am a proper human. They haven't yet, I don't think. I mean, I haven't seen it if they have. Who did they sell them to? Like, if them sold, I didn't see it. Honestly, I think that'd be a mistake for him to go over to Dortmund, but hey, to each their own. Yes, that has 3 hits, fair enough. I genuinely think that might be a mistake for him to go to Dortmund. Ben, my friend, what's a crack-a-lackin'? How is life treating you? Have you gotten up to much today on this fine Wednesday? What's the crack doing? Is it all going to 90? I mean, that's what I'm saying. It'd be horrible for him to go to Dortmund if he went to Dortmund. He'll forever be in his brother's shadow, because he just will be in his shadow if he ends up going there. Oops. Oops. But, like, is it confirmed that he's gone to Dortmund? Because, like, 40 million all they want, but again, until I hear a go happens, I don't get why he'd say yes to that. Unless he just knows that Dortmund will end up making him into a king, but it's not a decision I'd make if I was him. Honestly. Seems like a really stupid decision to me, because he'll just forever be in his brother's shadow. But hey, if it ends up working and he ends up getting the Real Madrid, who cares as well, I suppose. Well, it's a pleasure to hear that you're chilling, my friend. And what does chilling end up meaning for you now? Is it just randomly skirting around the edges of Twitch looking for some fun, or have you gotten up to much on this fine day? I cannot tell where that second hit is. Go on. What do you want to say about Bellingham now? Timed out wrong. Okay, I could time 2 of that right. I mean, yeah, but an awful lot of people wouldn't have seen. Like, an awful lot of people liked Bellingham at Leicester, but I doubt many people would have seen him become what he is now. Become like a future captain for England and the whole lot. Happy out. Pleasure to end up here. What type of games have you been playing, Ben? Anything exciting? Anything new? What type of streams have you been watching? Any good ones? Because I might end up having a gawk at them later on myself at some point. And a pleasure for you to, in your relaxing period of time, come in and listen to moi. And how do you find that? Have you played that game yourself? Oh, there was a hell of a lot more to it than that now. When Bellingham wanted to sign for us, we had gone in, and I know Ollie turns around and says a completely different story to this, but you can't trust a word that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer would say at all. Supposedly the idea was that he was going to end up joining us so long as we put in a $50 million or €50 million release clause. United hate release clauses with every passion of their being. They refused to do them. So that was the coupler that stopped us from signing him. As for Liverpool wanted this. No, Haaland wanted a release clause as well, but Haaland's release clause was that United will sell him for whatever the highest bid is after 3 years of him being at the club. Both of them in the same season wanted the $50 million release clause. Haaland was willing to let it go up, so his release clause was slightly different to Bellingham's, but both of them wanted a release clause. But I promise game time was an element to it as well, to be fair. At the end of the day, I think we were right not to do the Haaland situation, because he wouldn't have fit the team that we had at the time. So, but hey, time will tell whether what the bloody right decision was. I still think there's something in this United team. I don't think it's 100% dead, but time will tell. Oh, what? Oh, he absorbs fire now that he's turned to fire. That isn't true. That isn't true at all. If you watch his game, that isn't true. Not for Haaland. You do need to do more for him. Like, you've started to see it now that City have been found out a bit. You need to do a wee bit more for Haaland. You need to set him up a bit. Haaland is a very, very, very rudimentary footballer. Like, as an actual footballer, he's not great. His basics as an actual footballer aren't exactly that great, but he's a goal-scoring machine. So if you can get the ball to his feet, that would end up working. But United can't get the ball to their striker. They never have been able to get their ball to the striker. He would be a dead man in a United team. No matter when he joined a United team, he'd be a dead man. He'd be a dead weight. He'd be what Scott McTominay was for us. He'd be Scott McTominay if we signed him. Haaland, but he doesn't. But the thing is, he doesn't. He doesn't. When you have the stats that he has, he doesn't need to be humble at all. The thing with Haaland, though, is he just needs to be careful of his injury record because it's starting to niggle him again. His injuries are starting to come back to him, and they're starting to affect him a wee bit too much. So he just needs to be careful of his injuries more than anything else. And that was always a problem for City when they signed him. Because it's always been a problem of his. So it's interesting to see that it's rearing its ugly head again now. Yep, well, that's all three of them dead there. She'll die off the burn. Yep. We went 15 games in a row without scoring, nothing being said about it. Well, yeah, because no one gives a crap about City. But that's simply because nobody gives a crap about City. Well, that's my point about United. You can say anything about United and like you'll then be talking about them galore, but nobody gives a crap about City. I don't think Roy Keane has been wrong about a single player he's mentioned. About a single player when he's given an opinion about the player. I don't think he's been wrong about a single one of them. I think Roy Keane... Honestly, I would love... And I know there's no reason for him, because every manager should have their own system set up and the whole lot. But honestly, I'd love Roy Keane to come in as assistant manager and just bollock the living shite out of everyone that's not working the way that they want to. Let Roy Keane be the insurmountable arsehole he was that got him sacked from his jobs. He got sacked from Sunderland because he was an asshole and players refused to play from him. And I know you have to be careful about that in the modern day because players will end up having the player power stamping up against you and just stopping playing. But I think having him in and being an insurmountable arsehole and shouting at the players in order to get them to play is actually a really good way in order to do it. I mean, to each their own, Skull. You can think what you feel. I just... honestly don't think there's been a player that he's been wrong about. I think he's right when he says that Garnacho has been a bit of a whiny bitch. I think he's right when he turned around and he said that Harry Maguire had the capabilities to come back. I think he's right when he says that Bruno is too much of a whiny bitch but the best player in United's team. I think he was right when he said that Haaland isn't that good of a player. I think he was right when he said that Jude Bellingham will be one of the best players in the world. I mean, the only player you might say that he was somewhat wrong about was Marcus Rashford, but he's also turned around and says he needs to be less of a whiny bitch, but can be a world-class player other than that. I can't think of a player opinion that Roy Keane has had that he's been wrong on. But I'm also willing to be proven wrong, so if you can name one, let me know. Okay, so you've moved to attack now. Okay, so there. Good, we got it this time. Wheels. Oops. How did we miss that jump? Honestly. How did we miss the easiest thing to counter? And by the way, I'm using the royal we in that particular case. I mean, but he was right. He's a world-class player who, in that particular year, was shit. That's an accurate statement. He was right. And that could have been the case that he was found out. But I honestly think Marcus Rashford will be a world-class player again. Like, if he joined Barcelona now, like the idea is that he might be doing, if Marcus Rashford joins Barcelona, he's going to be incredible for Barcelona. It's not going to even be funny how good he's going to be for Barcelona. Yeah, so he's changed to fire. Now we need to be able to dodge this, so... Cool, Labula. 1 year he claims he's world class, then the next year he... I'll look at it in a minute. 1 year he claims he'll be world, next year he wasn't world class. But that's how players are. You can go in waves and cycles like that and being world class. That's 100%. That's a 100% true statement. You can drop your class between year to year. Casemiro at one point in time was world class. He's no longer world class. So that is a 100% valid true statement that you can end up saying about a player. In my opinion. Maybe you think differently. That's how I end up feeling about it. So, like, I don't think there's I personally don't think there's anything wrong with that statement. I understand if you do. I 100% understand if you do, but I personally don't see anything wrong with that statement. Skull. Okay, so we switched to ice. That means fire is weak against him again. Nice. We'll do Grim Harvest because she dies in one hit. He's not world class at the moment, and you're lying to yourself if you think that he is. Oh, what? Oh, because she dies because she's... I killed her by healing her. I literally killed her by healing her. Wonderful, that. Like, Casemiro, in my opinion, has never been world class for United. As much as I hate the term, because it was a horrible misinterpretation of the situation, he has only been what Graham Souness has ever said that he could be. He has only, for United, ever been a steady Eddie. And I hate that term because he said it with vitriol, which isn't the way to end up going about it. But that's just the situation, unfortunately. And he was using it with vitriol when he ended up saying it, so that's why I hate it. No, because I think one of the other moves ends up going like that. I took over Watford, there's 16 games played, and now... And now or no? When you say that, because the terminology seems to be wrong on that one, Skull. Earthquake, so jump now. Jump now. Jump now. Cool, Labula. So we have a gradient attack waiting. He's gone back to fire because we used the weakness on him. Applies that per hit, so we're going to get 10 off of this. And you're doing more damage, so yes, we use this one. Wow.
Deck.
Holy crap. And then this is going to do 9,999 damage. And it's broken, fair enough. It should still be... No, it isn't burnt. Okay, fair enough. With that being the case, we can attack it. Shouldn't have attacked it. I could have remembered her weapon was like that. And now... I still guess you mean now instead of no. Now they're 10 points off the top of the league. Well, happy out on that one. Best way to be. Who's top of the league? Is it the regular criminals in charge of Shamrock Rovers, or who's top of the league in the Irish League for you? So TikTok is 100% broken, so I have no idea if anyone's there because I have my alt account here watching it, so there should be at least one viewer in it. So if there's anyone watching on TikTok and you want to end up talking, feel free to do so. Same with the YouTube and same with the Kick. In fact, I'd love if anyone on any of the other platforms would end up following on YouTube or Kick and subscribing on YouTube. I did definitely appreciate it. I want to try growing on all those platforms as well, so if you feel like it, do so. Even though I think the only one that's here at the moment is, in fact, you, Skull. Not that there's anything wrong with that. That's shocking that they're in a relegation battle. How many seasons are you in that they're in a relegation battle? Because that's a capitulation of epic proportions. If they're just now in a relegation battle. That's astonishing, to be honest. Wow. That's astonishing. They should not be in a relegation battle. Cob Ramblers? Really? The Cob Ramblers are on top? That's astonishing. Like, they must have only gotten promoted the season beforehand. Oops. This could be incredibly worrisome. So that looks like he's about to blow up. We want to do the ice move, but that needs 4 damage. We do that, and then we do the ice move, stalwart punches. Nope, that was a mistake. That was a big mistake. Okay. Switches to fire stance, but it's still heating up, so... And that would work, but we don't have enough hit points for it. Well, we'll do this, just to get a free hit out of it. You have 2 hits now, which means that we can do this. Even though that did nothing. Burns, explodes, okay. Good, we got a nice dodge. Happy out. Yeah, they were only promoted. That's embarrassing for the rest. Well, I mean, it's nice to see all the same. It is kind of embarrassing for everyone else, but it's incredibly nice to see that players ended up, that a team ended up coming up and is doing well in the league. But it is quite shocking, to be honest. We need to give Mononoko another Picto as well. So we leveled up a couple of weapons. Mononoko's after getting the ceramic Calevier foot and the Brewer's foot. Okay. So let's have a look now at the skills. Levier piercing. Deals physical damage through shields. Increased damage on shields. That's just spectacular, to be honest. So... I don't think I'm ever going to use Cultist Blood. It's too much of a hit to lose that much of your health. So I think we get rid of that. Brawler's Bush. Can break. Well, we have a break move there and that, so I think this is enough for him. Nice. Well, that's happy out. That's something to look forward to, being into that playoff. Did you get into any of the European competitions whilst you were in Wales? And this is a way to get across to there. Did we? Yeah, because that's Mononoko's station. So yeah, we did definitely get across here before. So that's another way back. Cool. Nice to have you back, Senior Quack. So what did you get up to in your escapades whilst you were away from us? Did you do anything exciting or fascinating, my friend? Did you miss us? Because we missed you. God, he does move with some speed, I'll tell you that. Oh, we have another shop up here. Cool. Then we have another Belagon, so we're going to go into another boss after this. Ah, screw it. I don't like how these skirts look, but at the end of the day, we have it, so we're as well wear it. They look too old school. I'm not a massive fan of that look. She looks incredibly like Annie with that, doesn't she? Who is Ducky? For the blind, he is the vision. For the hungry... No, sorry. Sorry, we need to... Perfect silence for this while we end up reading this paragraph of self-vanity. Who is Ducky? For the blind, he is the vision. For the hungry, he is the chef. For the thirsty, he is the water. If Ducky thinks, I agree. If Ducky speaks, I'm listening. If he has one fan, that fan is me. If he has no fans, I don't exist. Hashtag Ducky for life. I am here every day. From 8:30, between 8:30 and 9:30, until roughly 11:30 to midnight. For more editions of Crack Attack Speaks in weird volumes, come and join CraicAttackCentral and become an addict. You're welcome, Ducky. You're welcome, I understand. Don't worry. Anyway, in we go for another fight on this big bastard. Another one of this boss fight. Let's see if we do better. Does the Balcadon not? It has to have a tag. I refuse to believe it doesn't have a tag. Anyway. I don't know if it's weak to fire. Well, it took the burn anyway. Dancing combo, and we know that that's there. Damn it. Mortal hit, which is that, yeah. The gradient. I don't know if the gradients are always mortal combo, but they are particularly for him. Oh, eats Mononoko, fair enough. It's something you can't dodge either. Yes, it's worth my time reviving her.
I won't disappoint.
Damn it. Almost got both of them there. Now let's do the swift stride, put us into Virtuoso stance, which gives us more power. We do need a heal, which means we're going to use Surreal for that in a minute. God, these guys must be made out of minced meat. Holy crap. I actually think I have to die because that hit with Mononoko not there. I don't know if he get... I don't... Actually, no, that was stupid. There's a chance I'm going to finish this fight. If Mononoko is eaten, he won't get her thing. But I think I've had it happen before where Mononoko has, quote-unquote, died when one of the enemies that he needs the foot off of has died. And he's come back afterwards. So that was daft of me. I didn't need to die there. Charging tint. We'll put that there since you're in use. Is there any more of these that aren't used? It's a shame there isn't a way to check if they're not fully done, but screw it. We'll be grand anyway. We should go into this fight, and it shouldn't be that bad. I know we died the first time there, but we've done this a few times versus this boss. Not with these particular side enemies, but this also isn't the best team to go against them, but still. I should be able to do grand against it. Technically, I probably should use per se here, because it will do more damage, but I think burning it is actually the right thing to do. If I win the game in hand, I'm 2 points off winning the league with 6 games remaining. Well, happy out. Happy out to that, my friend. I think we have to bring Mael back to life, even though it's a complete waste.
They won't disappoint.
For fuck me, Crack. Oh, god damn it, Crack.
Charlie. Try me. Time to strike.
For monster poop we've become. I mean, kinda. Because we are inside of a gradient fall, which means you go up like this and then there. At least we know how to counter that bit of it. It's dead, so that's that out of the way. So that's half of this thing out of the way anyway, so that's good. We can put her into Virtuoso stance now, so that's good. And it still has the 10 foretell, so that'll do the most amount of damage. This hit is arm. Ugh, I know what the bloody hit is. Ugh.
The dance begins.
That's so annoying because I knew exactly what that hit was. 9/9 damage. Now, at least we know that every 2 turns, if we keep her alive, we can do 9/9 damage to him.
I'm waiting.
Fuck me.
Okay.
God, I'm crap. How am I missing the move that I've become incredibly easy at dodging? I should have no problem with it. Does he have to score it again, or is it just that they've won? No, it's just that they've won. I'll never understand the taking someone off on the 90th minute. What does it do for João Palhinha to give him that extra minute when Ronaldo's off the pitch? I'll never understand it. Okay, so we're stuck with CL now, because I'm absolutely crap.
Try me. Take your shot. Try me.
Timing I had down on one of the other battles I've now forgotten because I'm absolutely crap at this. Anyway, we'll continue on for now and see how we do. Back up with 10. 10 is all that we need. Crushing combo means that he uses his head. No, it doesn't. Okay. It uses his head on the last hit, so crushing combo is a 6-hit move. Fine. Oh, shut up, Duck. Oh, I have to drop it something. Give me a second. So, I am the height of professionalism, and as a result of which, all of you know that I am, of course, that. But anyway, we'll continue on now for a bit. Just get into this and do it again. This time we'll end up winning for sure. Maybe, Maybe that's why they do it, I don't know. But why would the winners do a time-saving sub? That's the other question, because, like, Portugal were winning. So where does the sense make on them doing a time-wasting sub? Shamrock Rovers. I honestly haven't a clue, but that would be my assumption. I mean, that's Skull here is playing as Waterford City, and might be going into that. Oh, he'd be facing top of the league, Cove Ramblers. So he's doing that, and he might end up getting into it. But Ethan, when you say Europa League, I mean, this kind of is like the Europa League. You play strong and then just get your arse handed to you in one fail swoop. How's things treating you anyway, Ethan? Is life going well? Is the crack at 90? Oh, okay, well, at least we got the counter. Oh no, why her? She's the one that does the most amount of damage.
Violence, yes.
Benny, Kage, my good friend, what's a crack-a-lacking with you? Is it all going good? Is it all going grand? How was work treating you today? I'm still catatonically crap at everything I do, but I try to be grand. I try to be good.
Violence, yes.
Well, okay is better than crap, so that's all that you end up needing, my friend. And what are you up to now for the evening yourself? Are you doing anything exciting? Are you streaming yourself today?
Why, yes, I love dance.
Bob Mononoke says some interesting stuff. Gradient Falls, that's this move. Cool, this should kill. Yeah. No streams on Wednesday. I'm out of the house Wednesday nights. Well, not too bad. That'll be a bit of crack for you. I've never actually asked you what... well, obviously you don't need to say if you don't want to. Is that just golf, or is that just a collection with a group of friends? Is it something you do in your free time? Maybe some mountain climbing, considering in America they have massive warehouses where you can do that. What type of stuff do you end up doing? No. Oh, I mean, well, that's what you come into this stream for, isn't it, Benny? You don't need to be paying someone for that, so you can end up talking to Dr. Crack. Sorry, wrong glasses. Dr. Crack. No, I know, I'm only putting the piss. Benny, do you know what you can do? Do you know what you can do for talking to the streamer in such a disrespectful manner? Especially considering I would never do the same to you in your chat. Do you know what you can do? You can...
Off is a direction you can fuck.
Nah, what I really mean is you can do that. No, but I hope it ends up going well for you anyway, Benny. Is it while? Is it soon? Do you end up going soon enough, or is it a while before you end up going, or is it all grand? I hope everything is sound with you, by the way. Anyways, I hope the crack is at least somewhat 90. If not 100% 90, at least somewhat 90. Well, not too bad. Well, if you're here for the next period of time, listening to my beautiful, majestic voice, I'll end up containing you until you head off, my friend. Also, Doc ended up doing a hydrate, so completely missed that. Thank you, Senior Duck. That was somewhat needed.
5-hit combo, so we know what that is now. Up and now. Now. No point, I'll dodge the rest of them. If you miss even one of them, it doesn't do the return move, which was annoying because I had the timing. Okay, Almighty means we do damage in all of them. He has no shields in place, so what is the best thing to end up doing here? Probably the Stalwart punches. No, we're better giving the mark for Mael. She is in Versioso stance. A Marcus put up there. Pierce should probably do... If it was a betting man, I'd say it'll do 999. Yep. We should be able to dodge this. Coola boola. That does a fair whack to him now as well. Almost at the point now where we're back at the breaking point, at which point we'll then be able to get out CL, who will also do 99 damage. So the second we get her out, we do another 99 damage straight away, and Bob's your uncle happy out. So we need to do a break now. Do you have enough points for it? You do. We get CL back now. Happy out. Spits out CL, and then immediately we'll get a move with CL. Well, not immediately. We need one more turn beforehand. So with that being the case... we do Rain of Fire, burn it so that we can go into Virtuoso stance ourselves. But we don't need the mark. Genuinely don't need the mark, so we'll do Alabaster Wind so that we get an extra turn just to get a wee bit of damage on it, even though we don't need it. Then we will do... Can you do Alabaster Wind twice? There's no way that there's no way this gives you infinite turns, is it? Yeah, I didn't think so. Oh, she doesn't have enough points. We would have been able to get 999 damage done there, but it doesn't do enough. We don't have the move unlocked there, Phantom Blade. With that being the case, we can do this, even though we don't need to. But it adds it up to 20, so that's good. Beats Mael again. Oh no, Mael this time. Okay. That's not the worst. Because we know we can do 999 damage with CL, so we can get it back into its position fairly quickly. This can break, but I don't think it's ready to break, is it? No. Okay, it reset its corner, just hadn't reset it yet. Oh, come on. How do we not have enough? Okay, well, then with that being the case, unfortunately, the best thing to do is just attack it and then wait. 3-hit combo, which doesn't use its head. So, hand. Cool. Nice block. Like that. Happy out. You now have 4 damage. We can apply the mark again. Yeah, screw it. It won't make a difference, but yeah. Now we can do Phantom Plane, which will do 999. Cool. Back to him, who can do this again. And now we can do this. It won't stun him, but we can try it. Does an okay amount of damage. Burns. What? Oh no, that's horrible. Mononoko doesn't do enough damage to him. Mononoko legitimately doesn't do enough damage to him, so this is going to take a while. So, it's counters we have to get away with here in order to win this. I say, and then get hit in the first bloody move. Okay, we have to heal ourselves. So, item, I very rarely use these, but we don't really have a choice. We have to heal ourselves there. Crushing combo, this is a 6-hit combo, ends with the head. So, 1, get dodge everything now. Dead, shit. The annoying thing about it is, even if I finish this now, we need Mononoke to be alive. Otherwise, we don't get the foot. That's infuriating because we had that fight. If CL or if Marielle was kept and Mononoke was et, we had that fight won. It's just he doesn't do enough damage. We don't have enough unlocked with him yet in order to do enough damage for him to be a central power point on his own, unfortunately. He should end up getting there eventually when we unlock some more stuff, but he's just not there yet. The other two are powerhouses who can with the right setup do 999 straight away. He is a complete support at the moment, unfortunately, and in this fight that ends up causing a problem. Like this will do 9 or no, okay, weird. Expect that to do more damage.
Take your shot.
Okay. Damn it. Okay, eats CL. Again, she's the one that can do the most amount of damage the fastest. So it's annoying that she got eat. Not bad, just annoying. So, yeah, Rain of Fire, we can't do anything, so we'll target you. Switches stances. Okay. Okay, we almost had that. Mortal hit, which means it's going to end up being this. Counter that, that should be dead now. Oh no! That's how weak Mononoke is in comparison. Holy crap. Have to build up the break meter on him, so I think this is the right thing to do. The miasma now. Damn it. It's atrocious because that's easy break damage. That's atrocious too because he wasn't burning. Just lots of little stupid mistakes. It's not upping the break bar that much. It's doing more than some of the other ones, but it's still not upping it enough. 5-hit combo starts the hand. Damn it. Okay, we have to revive him. Mortal hit means it's doing this move again. Nice counter. He's dead now. That's good for us. Okay. We're better letting Mononoke gain more of its ability up. That means we can do the regen heal. The timing doesn't change on this miasma spit, so the fact that it keeps screwing it up is an astonishing display of just... Eh. It's me just being incredibly crap. Now we have enough to do this. This should end up doing a regen heal. On both of us, yeah. So we'll regen a bit every turn. Now we can put her into Virtuoso stance, which means she does 200% damage next turn. Alabaster Wind, because why not? Okay. Just hit, it's the best thing to do. Gets us some points up. It'll now do the Crushing Blow, which is a 6-hit move. We're using the left hand first. There. No, okay. Missed it, so now we need to wait. And I would have, well, if I had waited, I would have been hitting that last move anyway. So unfortunately, I didn't do a good enough job with it. Continue to do the stalwart for now. Hope that we get the break up, because if we get the break up enough, we can bring back CL. You now are at that. Virtuoso is a particular option, but I think we go for the gradient attack. Not enough damage. Damn it. Okay, that's unfortunate. That wasn't enough damage. Oh, but she gets an extra turn. Okay, we'll do it again. kicked us out of the oh, puts you into virtuoso stance as well. Okay.
Okay.
Foolish man. Oh, really?
God. That was just atrocious by me, unfortunately. But hey, you don't die until you continue to go. So into the weeds we go again, my friends. Whoa, what's happening here? Holy crap. Okay.
Here's your card.
Okay. I think it is the right move to do that. This just seems to be the best starting position. Gets a burn in on him. Thank you so much for the thumbs up, eh? How is life treating you? Is your Wednesday going well? Is the crack a 90 with you, my friend? Oh, he's actually eating the best one this time. It's a pleasure to end up having you in the chat. In the TikTok chat. Is life going well? We don't have enough. Do we put it up to 20? It doesn't make a difference for us to put it up to 20. But at the same point in time, it probably is the right move. Okay. And then for you, because it's burning, we can go and do Swift Stride. Do that. Happy out. So she's... Okay, you should be dead. No, okay, that's unfortunate. Mortal hit, this should kill. Although, ironically, in terms of both of them, it would actually be better if they attacked my L. Spits my asthma. Now we have to get the timing right now.
Okay. See, I don't. It's locked on you.
Okay, cool. We've gotten better with the timing now. Just where we need to be. And now we can do this. This still should be 999 damage, yes. And now we have the increased damage the next time we end up coming around. You're in Virtuoso, but we don't have a mark on you. And unfortunately, we don't have a way for her to do the mark, so the PRC won't do as much damage as it normally would. The best thing to do is probably just increase the burn on him. Ironically, that's the one area where Mononoko basically helps us, because Mononoko ends up allowing us to put a mark on it, which is almost guaranteed 999 damage like that when she ends up doing a 3-hit combo. Is just a hit combo using the one of the hands, so boom, boom, boom. Nice. You get better with the timing. CL can only do it twice, so we do the Foretell first in order to increase the combo up to allow the 999 next turn. We now are back in this mode, but we go back into Virtuoso stance for us. And now we go with Phantom Blade, which does 999. Cool. Back to this, the miasma, which we should have the timing down for. If I miss the miasma, I'm a twat. So, just so y'all know, I'm a twat. That's infuriating. I'm such a twat. 4 games left. Congratulations. I hope it goes. The crushing combo now is a 6-hit move. So, dodge. Okay. So, considering we messed up on the first move, we just try and dodge everything else. Nope.
I'm better.
Okay.
Today.
You're shitting me, right?
Let's start.
How am I capitulating this badly?
You saved me.
This is an insane level of capitulation. Like, this is insane. This is an insane level of throwing.
Here's your card.
I mean, we're stanceless, so it doesn't really matter. in your particular case, we could do the hit now, which would improve us up to 999 damage. But honestly, I think we might be better healing. Because at least with a heal, we get a wee bit of protection against the miasma hit. Although I don't think we get enough. No, we do the 999. Oh! I didn't realize that move could break as well. Okay, fair enough. Then with that being the case, we continue down the road that we were at. And we try to get Mononoko enough points to do the regen for us. At 4, I don't think that's enough. The big thing is I can leave Ireland and never come back if I win the league. Is that something you want? Do you want to leave Ireland and never come back, my friend? It's a big move to end up leaving the Isle of Brilliance and never come back to it. Okay. Heavy mask means this would do increased damage, but I think we're... Well, screw it. Let's go for it. You aren't wrong about the increased damage. It also critical hit it on 3 of the 4 hits. No longer stunned now. This doesn't keep us in Virtuoso stance, so I think the best thing to do is this. 1,000, 1,000, 5,000. That's an okay hit, but not great. Mononoko can stun it if this works right, but it won't, but we'll still. Or as well get rid of it. 4,000 and 2,000, so that's about 6,000. And we can do it again, which is probably the right move to do, considering CL is going to do 999 the minute she goes, so we can do that. And that does 6,000 again. An immediate 9,000 will whack the crap out of it a lot. Yeah, it's almost gone. Eats CL. Eats the one that does the most damage to it. Smart boy. Smart boy. However, she's in Virtuoso, so... Yeah, that done a crap ton of damage. You surely have enough in you to win now. Mighty Strike should kill it. It's annoying that Mononoko's going to get the kill, because he doesn't deserve to kill. But hey, we got the win. I want to win the league every country in Europe, so I would have to leave. Oh no, I understand that. Ooh, okay. Burning has gone up. Got another skin, and we got the foots that we needed as well. So, Burning Death has gone up, which increases the burn done to things on that, with a critical hit quite high. Get the Flesh of the Neveron, which is interesting. It'll be useful at some point, I'm sure. To increase our weapons, although they're increasing on their own. So, interesting. Oh, we got a new Picto as well. 25% increased damage on burning enemies. That's gorgeous, actually. What else did you unlock? You unlocked something there. Or as well give this to you. Breaking a target doubles its burn. I think we do that. Oh, Burning Death is new. Oh, okay. Everything else there seems to be fully unlocked. I could have sworn one of them ended up having to eat. Maybe because he wasn't there when it killed. I could have sworn one of them had the eat icon beside it. Ah, well, we'll continue on what we have for now. We'll worry about it later, I suppose. Yep. Anyway, so that was a boss that shouldn't have been as difficult as it was. I made hard work out of that. Much to my chagrin, I made hard work out of that. So we can continue on up this way, but we have another big bastardo in the way there, who we will end up attacking, but hopefully it won't cause too much of trouble for us. Because I don't know if we've faced off against one of these with Mononoko yet. Okay, so you do have the bite on you, so we do need to take it off you. You do as well. And you don't, because we must have gotten whatever you ended up having in the fight. So we did get something off the fight anyway. Okay, so That cuts you in half. We'll do the foretell on you, even though you've that in there. Mononoko now has this move, which bypasses the shield and does more damage because it's in the shield. So we can use that for the first time. Well, it's meant to do more damage. That done absolutely nothing. This will destroy the shields and gain 1 APA per shield, so I suppose... Yeah, screw it.
Take down their shields.
Just brought us back to normal. A 2-hit combo, which I don't know what that is, but... we were able to counter it, so Bob's your uncle, who cares? I suppose. Now, this one, its attack is... that. Oh, we still have a revival tint. Okay. Last one, too. Attacks the entirety of the expedition. I think this is a jump. Nope. Wasn't a jump. So that's a loss that shouldn't have ended up happening out of pure forgetfulness of me, unfortunately. I should have remembered that that was meant to have been a jump. It is awfully hard to remember every now and again. Oh, we missed this.
Thomas of the 47th.
I'm surprised there isn't a weird French pronunciation of Thomas.
Benjamin's been calling us
Or Benjamin.
the Drunken Brigade. I love it. Yeah, we do our best work after a few.
Like everyone.
It's finding that perfect point where your nerves have calmed enough that your
Oh, this
mind
man is my patron saint.
one, but
This
not so
man is
hard
the man to my heart. I love this man.
dulled. Some of the lads haven't quite managed riding that edge. But I remain in full control of my body and thoughts.
To this day, I still have the insurmountable ability to continue to drink at an okay level and not get hangovers. It has been a while since I've properly been out drinking because it doesn't end up doing anything for me, and lately there hasn't been anyone I wanted to go out with properly. And in the town I'm in, it's disastrously crap to go out drinking anyway. But I still have that in me where I could go out and have 12 pints and be fine the next day. Cranky, but fine. Like everyone. I don't really get your traditional hangover. No, I wouldn't be laid up in a bed for 3 or 4 days after a drinking session, thankfully enough. Okay. So let's do this right this time. So, like, I know this ignores the shields, but maybe it's the build I have on Mononoko, but he's not doing near enough for it to be worthy of the point. And we know that doing this will break the shield, and it'll give her back 2 AP. But ultimately, that probably means that it's not worth it for her. But we'll do it anyway. Okay, 2-hit combo, so we need to be careful about this. Up now, slow it goes. There. Up she goes again, slow it goes. There. And there we go. We hit it back, and this should do about 4,000. 5,000, not too bad. And resisted. Nice. Chevalier will attack. Its attack goes... Its timing is so fast. Jumps this time. So... Okay, I'm glad that I done the dodge, because a parry I would have missed. On you, we don't have enough AP on you, so for you, we will end up doing the revival tint on him. I think we'll do that. Put her into Virtuoso stance. Okay. Apply shields to everybody, fair enough. Does the attack again. And it's there. Forgot about it. Damn it, the main damage dealer's dead. Okay, so at least considering we're more than likely going to have to start this one again, at least we know where to go. Oh, it did the break anyway. Okay, interesting. 3-hit combo. So what's this 3-hit combo? There? Nope. Okay. Yeah, we're more than definitely going to have to restart this one again, unfortunately.
I'd love a dance.
Yep. The joys of being absolutely crap. You know what's funny? Even though I am this crap, I still genuinely, incredibly enjoy this. I love this game so much. It just has so much character to it. And I'd recommend anyone and everyone end up having a go at it, legitimately. I turned Watford's season upside down. Well, congratulations for that. Have you gotten to your final game of the season yet, Skull? Yeah, so this time we know that we're going to change up our tact a tiny bit because Stalwart Punches is weak against them, so we'll end up doing that. Have you lost any games at all with them? Or are you at the era of almost a perfect winning streak since you joined?
Not looking good.
Okay. 2-hit combo. We should be grand on the 2-hit combo. Cool. And considering you attack CL, that's an okay amount of damage. I was expecting that to be more. Okay. I'm not going to even attempt it this time.
A bit of violence, yes.
Well, why that defeats the fun of it, in my opinion. On purpose losing. Purposely losing the cops. That defeats the fun of it, in my opinion. But fair play to you, I suppose. You know what you're going for. You're going for what you want to do. Nope. Okay, dead. So you should still end up trying it. It's a wee bit of a delay on that, so I should know better. I should end up, you know, being a wee bit tighter on that particular move. I had to wait till the window to get players. Yeah, capital F, Senior Duck, I know. I wouldn't mind. It's funny that this random mob is causing me more trouble than the actual boss that we just faced. Like, it's 100% my own fault, but still. When you say he wasn't even a star 1 until you brought him in, does that mean that, like, his star rating wasn't even good until you brought him in? Or what exactly do you mean by that? Because that's interesting for you to end up saying. Okay. Okay. 2-hit combo, which we have the timing down for flat, so we should be grand. I say and I almost missed it. Holy crap. And like he has stars now, is it? Oh my god. Okay, well, of course. We'll revive Mononoko later. Screw it. So even in attack mode, we can end up doing enough to do 999. That's nice to know. Okay, so we can only revive one of the two of them. Nice. Crap. never mind. I don't know what it is about that Chevalier's attack. I just don't get where you're meant to end up doing the secondary dodge on it. It's just an interesting attack because I have no idea where the actual focal point of it is, where you're meant to end up hitting it. I know it genuinely is just so much faster to go on to Eskia. I really wish you could gather up the feat with Mononoko just being in your squad, that you didn't need to have him in like this, because it's so much better to have him at the moment anyway, until I have him properly built, if I find a way to properly build him, as a side member as opposed to a main member. I just haven't figured out the right build for him. He's a hindrance to me as opposed to the other ones I can put there. Verso is just significantly better. Lune is just significantly better. Lune is specifically for the return and investment of for the revive. But there are other reasons to end up having them as well. Okay. I'm not going to even try for the Chevalier this time. Okay. Yep. When it hits that direction, I need to remember the directions. When it hits counterclockwise, that's the one that ends up having the
Not today.
That's the one that ends up having the gradient dodge.
A proper challenge.
Let's try that again. Hopefully we'll do better this time. We did use the revive. Okay, fair enough. So we're going into this time with no revives, so we'll see how that ends up going. Two-hit combo on Mael. Cool. We're going to try and dodge and not parry the Chevalier. Because Mononoko's after dying, we can't do anything, so we have to actually dodge. Yeah, it didn't matter. Crikey. We need Mononoko to be alive so that we can end up getting the ability at the end of it. There's probably an easier Mon to do this with. But, like, legitimately, this is just a case of me being crap as well. So, was that... it was how many players did you end up buying with them anyway, Skull? Was it a complete turnover? How much did you end up getting to spend? Are Cove having a good season alongside Yi, or is it just Yi that's having the good fortune at the moment since you came in? How is the save going for you? If you want to end up talking about it. I wouldn't mind. For me at the moment, it seems to be the Chevalier that's causing all of the problems because I just can't tell its timing. So let's see. Two-hit combo, we can definitely get by this. I say that and I probably end up causing me to end up failing, but we're sound for the moment. Done 7,000 damage, that's good. Now the Chevalier is there. I swear that time!
I won't disappoint you.
That time is so brutal, it's not fair. Okay, well, we can do 999 to you, so that's something at least.
I'm waiting.
That's more like it.
So that was perfect. So if I tried to do the parry there, I would have been grand. But I still don't get the timing at all. It's an anomaly, an enigma for me. It's an anomaly wrapped in an enigma, I swear. I also don't really have a choice. I'll go and try and kill you. She's done nothing. Fair enough. Good, so you're gone, so that's something at least. 3-hit combo. Oh, God. Okay, well, you're gone for the rest of the fight, CL. And because you had a shield, that done nothing. That's nice. No bother, Duck. It was a pleasure to end up having you in. No bother going on lurk. I hope you have a good old time while you're on it. That's an okay amount of damage. I'd love if it done more. See you later, Tater. Oh, you're heading off completely. No bother, Duck. If you're heading off completely, I 100% understand. It was a pleasure having you in. Just before you go, by the way, I am not streaming tomorrow, unfortunately. Well, I might be streaming, but it'll be a really, really late one. There's a chance that if I start, it'll be a 10 o'clock start. Which means you'll only get about an hour and a half of me, if even. But just so you know, there's a chance I mightn't be streaming tomorrow. Oh, okay, fair enough. See, yeah. Oh, actually, I get it now. Dipshit here didn't read it properly. That's actually a really good joke, the way you have that formulated there. We just have an ad running now, so we'll wait for that to end up finishing, and then I'll continue on. I bought this, by the way. I love wearing it every now and again. I bought this red trench coat. Trench coat for me. It's not that long, but I bought this red trench coat a couple of years ago. And it can't close on me. So that's about the best that it can end up closing on me, because when I bought it, I was a thin man. Still fat, but my body wasn't as wide. I'm getting back to the point now where eventually I might actually be able to close it again. So that's an up and a good for me, I suppose. So that's something to end up looking forward to. I'm soon getting to the point now where we can actually, you know, close it properly without it feeling like it's going to burst. But that's a goal, hopefully, for future crack. But it's something at least. Not just a joke that isn't timeout worthy, a good one. I mean, that's arguable, Duck, but it's something anyways. Ooh, so supposedly, United are after submitting an offer for Mbwemu, which is 45 million plus 10 million in add-ons. That's a fair whack of gold, I'll tell you there. Interesting that, if that's true. I kind of like it, if I'm honest. I kind of like it. You're not burnt, are you? No. Cool, so that means next turn we can get the 999 out of you. Well, we could have if we didn't do this dodge first. This might kill, actually. Yes, that was enough to kill you, so now the Chevalier is the only thing that's left. So again, perfect timing there, but if I try, I guarantee you, if I tried to do it with the if I tried to do it
Here we
with
go.
the parry, I would have failed. Blockbuster, my friend. What's the crack? Lacking with you. Treating you. It's a pleasure to have you in. I hope it was treating you good. Thank you for joining me as I get my arse royally handed to me 10 ways to Sunday in the fantastic world of Clair Obscur Expedition 33. How's life treating you? Did you end up having a stream yourself at all today? Or is that going to be something coming in the near future for you? How is all going for you? Is your Wednesday good? How do you feel being halfway towards the end of the week? The best way to treat your week. Oh, we win! Nice. And Mononoko should have gotten it. Definitely should have gotten its feet. It's still alive. Yes. A Poyer's foot. Should have gotten 2 there. And the Hex's foot. Okay. So we got Poyer Crash. Deal high physical damage to all enemy. 1 hit can break. Not good enough compared to the other ones we have. Hexa applies defenseless. Ooh. I think that might be worth it. Based on the damage you done, that wasn't good enough. Chevalier piercing. But at the same point in time, I think we replace that with Alabast Wind for now. It doesn't do enough damage for what it ends up achieving based on the build I end up having, and Defenseless is good for one of Mael's moves, so we can try that for now. And go with that. Didn't stream today. Had a day off and I had table tennis practice. Well, not too bad for that. Where do you do, like, is it a table tennis? Absolute apologies for that butchering of the English language. Is it a table tennis association? Like, do a couple of you end up meeting up and playing table tennis alongside each other? What type of stuff do you end up doing for your table tennis? Is it good crack like that? Is it just a random speck of fun that you end up doing every now and again? How does it end up playing up for you now, your table tennis? There isn't, to my knowledge, in my local area now, there's nowhere that ends up doing table tennis like that. Oh, happy out. And like, do you have, like, is there like divisions you go up against, players you end up facing against, and all that type of way? Like, is it a competitive league? Like, do you go up against teams from other towns? Like, how does that end up being set up? Not too bad. Where are ye in the division? Are ye good? Are ye bad? Are ye indifferent? Is it a good bit of crack? How is all that going? The Esoteric Ruins. Interesting. My next match is 2 weeks from now. Is the Esoteric Ruins where we're meant to go, somewhere we're meant to go future-wise? Maybe, because... Interesting. A black hole in the middle of a wide arena normally screams boss. I'm gonna heal first. The season's over. It's friendlies now. Not too bad. So where did you end up getting in the season the last time you ended up having a go at that? A spirit could be refined as a wandering soul of a dead person, a made-up ghastly creature to scare kids, something you find very scary. I mean, the actual honest answer is probably a wandering soul of a dead person. Nevrons, another concept that eludes me.
That they don't know about Nevrons.
I joined late in the season, so only played in the last game, but won my matches and we finished third in the league. Well, congratulations on that. Beyond the cliff, something is resonating. Okay, so that means we need to go... I think it's here that it's resonating for it, so we're as well have a gawk. I think this might be a side area, which is interesting. Oh. So we leave straight away. Okay. Fascinating. Where does this send us? Oh, we're out again. Oh no, okay. Go back into there for a minute, because I accidentally managed to do a full turnaround fair play situation there. This is the way we came in. Because there is a way up, because we have that there, so beyond the cliffs. So there seems to be a way up. So we'll continue on if we can get up. Yeah, there's a climbing route. This screams boss of some description, though. God, I will say this is an absolutely gorgeous environment, isn't it? Just an incredible thing to end up looking at. Were you playing table tennis much before you joined them as well? Or is it this brand new thing for you now, going into the world of table tennis? I might be running ahead of the gun here and going to an area we're not meant to go to until later. But if I am, fair play. Okay, let's see. Can we find the... Okay, so one is there. So that's that destroyed. Look about for me too. If you spot it, let me know, guys. Been playing for a while, but this is my first team. Nice! And what, was it just playing it at home, or did you always have friends that liked playing it, or how did you end up getting into it? Because table tennis is always the type of thing that I've only ever ended up playing when I was on holidays or something like that. I was never able to get anyone actually interested in playing the game. So, like, is that just you've always been playing it in your local area? Oh, interesting. Oh, this is just colour lumen. Started a lot at the local community club before COVID. And then did it open up afterwards, or is it just gone completely now, Blockbuster? Because that's unfortunate if it is. At least you found something to fill in the void of what you were doing previously with this team. But that's annoying to hear that that it's gone. Okay, cool. So that's all of them. The fact that there's that is interesting. It means that there's a way to jump over. Chroma. Okay, just a lot of chroma. Fair enough. Weird. Okay. I wonder why there's this here. Because there's no chute over there. It shut down completely. I actually won a tournament at Lanzarote on a holiday and got free buffet. That was about 8 years ago. Happy out! You'll need to go back to that spot in Lanzarote and try to scammy your way into getting it again. Ooh.
I'll have to go through the maze.
Okay. It's opening up the doors for us, so that's something. Okay. Oh, blocked. Oh. That's interesting. Okay, so can you shoot it from out here? You can. Okay. Does that do anything for us, by the way? No. Okay. So that helps us there. Then we need to do that, which closes you, but opens you. Oh, it doesn't actually. weird. Oh no, opened you this time. Well, this only opens one of them. Why doesn't... Oh, that's annoying. This looks like it's shooting out. But this looks like it should be opening that. So what, do I need to do that, which closes that, and then... Both of them are open now. Both of them are closed now, but it's not opening this one. What am I meant to do here? Shooting that closes that one there and opens this one here. Shooting this. Now it opened this. Okay, that's weird.
This place is giving me a headache.
Me too. Where's the fighting?
It's not opening up that. If I do this, that opens up that. Cool. So we're finding our way in here, and we've accidentally opened up this one as well. That's the way out, but I'm sure there's something in there. Okay, interesting. Is there a reason for... Okay. I'm not sure if that did anything, but we have our way out anyway, so who cares?
Great. The door closed again.
Spooky.
This is a really weird place going around with all these crushed buildings and the whole lot. It's a fascinating area. I'll tell you that. Absolutely fascinating locale.
Well, that will help.
I don't know what everyone else thinks of this game, whether or not you're like me and find it as beautiful and pretty as I do. Or if you just think it's an odd thing that I fantasize over a wee bit too much.
What?
Ooh, wooden boards. Several wooden boards that do not fit together. They're all shining. Interesting. Coolaboola. Then we have a way back up here, which got us to there, got us to there, and then we're back on top. Yep. So Bob's your Uncle Happy out. This has to be what your man was looking for. What the, well, spirit was looking for. We'll find out in a second when I end up remembering to press the jump button over the big ass gorge. I mean, I have never won anything at a competition, so it's interesting to me to hear you ended up doing like that. I hope you had a good time at the holiday when you ended up winning it, Blockbuster. It's interesting to hear that you ended up winning it there, and I hope you're getting plenty of game time throughout the preseason friendlies. Are you finding many people that you wouldn't have worked with before? Come back to life. Protecting, heal. Healing an ally also applies shield. Oh, it was a white Nevron. I am now defined by my duty. Fortunately, I don't think I am what you call a spirit anymore. Defined by that feels right. Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna leave you alone. Okay, well, at least we've helped it, so, you know, that's good. And we got a new Picto, so we'll put that Picto on right away before we forget, by the way. You have loads that need to be built. We're currently using Mael, so I actually really like Mael's setup, so we can change this for you. Cool. And actually, considering you've so much space there, we can give you... We can give you... that. Might as well give you the extra points. is there any points we want to give you? I get to play it with my dad because he can play in the friendlies. That's nice. Who would be better now? Might as well start a war of words. Who would be better now, your father or yourself? Who is the better amongst ye? Who is the one with the most critical vigor? The one who knows how to end up getting the most out of their abilities? Is that you? Is that you being political now, or do you actually think you're pretty much equal? Because that's an interesting statistic if you think that that's true. An interesting way to end up having it. It's nice that you have the same abilities as your father. And I'd say it must be awesome to end up having games with them. We're at the point where it's only a matter of time before I start beating him consistently. Ooh, humble. Hey, but that's the best way to be. Hey, at least you're enjoying yourself and you have a good element of something to end up enjoying with him. Unfortunately, myself and my father have nothing in common, so we don't have that type of situation. Hopefully in the future, maybe we will, but we don't have it at the moment. Anyway, we're going into the old Lumiere, the old half of the city that we started the game in. So let's see how this ends up looking.
Welcome, my friends, to old Lumiere.
Is anyone still here?
Just Neverons.
So this is where our piece of Lumiere used to be. Before the fracture ripped apart the world and threw us into the sea. We're lucky it did. That's probably the only reason we survived.
The heart of the paintress is in the center.
Ooh, we're close to the paintress. Nice. Okay, that's nice. We're getting close to the end of part 2, so I'm sure. I think I'm going to be in the B team for the season, which is good because there's 4 teams, A, B, C, and D. I joined an FM online save with Skull and one other, I'm Blackburn, going quite well for me. I'm only one that got through to the Carabao Cup first round. Well, congratulations to that. It's a pleasure to end up hearing that it's going well for you. Damn it. We don't have enough for the Pictos, so we'll have to remember you and come back for the Pictos. That's actually insanely annoying that we don't have enough for the Pictos, but at the end of the day, we'll get the reviving tint because that's important, and we'll fight the merchant. And go from there. I mean, I don't think the merchant will have anything, but we'll try Mononoke first in case we get something from beating the merchant with Mononoke. Do we? No. Oh, there's a vial there as well. No, so this was a waste of time. This was the wrong person to go with because Mononoke doesn't do near enough damage. But still, we know now. Oh, that's a first. Normally they grow big. Genuinely, I'm shocked by that. Normally they grow big. Okay. So they're going to attack again. Okay. I didn't see the icon for Mononoke, so we don't need to use Mononoke again. So I think we'll swap to Verso instead. Actually, no, we'll swap to CL because we know we can do 999 with CL easily. We know that all we need to do is do 1 Foretell with CL, and we do 999. Although having her inversed where she takes more damage probably wasn't the smartest move going into this one. But, you know, when you end up doing that, who cares? I think this might just be a win. No, but bloody close.
Not today.
Oh. Okay. That's unfortunate. I'm second, 11 points behind the top with 8 play. To play? No, I mean, it's possible, isn't it? It's possible that they capitulate. Do you have to face the team at top yet? Duck. Or is the idea of double promotion completely absent for you now?
Here's your card.
Ah, you've already played them. Fair enough. And how did you do when you played them? Did you at least beat them when you played them?
Lady Luck smiled today.
The game is here. This is draw or win or die. Well, good luck, my friend. I wish you all of the love in the world. So let's just see how it ends up going. Let us know what ends up happening at the end. So in the immortal words of the wisest of situations, just remember at the end of it to tell us. Yeah, so nice. We got that win. Ooh. Can consume 1 foretell to do 100 damage. Base attack applies 3 foretell. I mean, it's nice to end up having it there. I prefer to have what we have now. We'll wait because we want to end up trying to come back and get these. These are, well... No, screw it. Let's buy the weapon. I'm not going to use it, but let's buy the weapon. Score early, then park the bus. I mean, that do the Mourinho effect. So basically, is what you're saying, Blockbuster. I will say for all of you too, if I am streaming tomorrow, it'll probably be FM as a change of pace. But again, if I am streaming tomorrow, it'll be a late stream, unfortunately.
We'll need a way forward.
The heart is in the center of the city. All right? Show off a bit, Minoko.
Just admit you can't do it yourself.
I love how it uses the only one that's guaranteed. Bhutan. Stupid Mononoko. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Ooh. What's the orange? What's the gold stuff? Only 3 shots on target against me in the past 5 games. What formation are you playing that you're getting that good defensively? In a lower division. Oh, he's crying.
Why the hell did you...
Sorry, I fucked up. I just wanted to show off.
We just have to regroup. The others should be fine. Verso said the heart is in the center of old Lumiere, right? Right. Okay, Minoko. Stop crying. We have to move.
Yes.
Congratulations. Ironically, this is the... Oh, well, it isn't because Lune is there. It might be too late to see for an FM to end up happening now, Senior Duck. But who knows? Life happens in mysterious ways. Mononoko, Lune, and Mayel is actually a fairly good team.
Forgiveness for landing us in this quagmire.
It's okay, Minoko. Let's move on.
Oh no, it's CL. Okay, well that's sound. CL, our most busted party member at the moment. So we can go down that way, which appears to be the proper way, or we can go down this way. Let's go down this way Okay. We can ignore you and go for this one because you're dead in the other turn. What, that you done Sweet Victory? Yeah, I just unfortunately had it muted so I didn't hear it this time. They did play for you, didn't it? So congratulations on the win. Oh, all of them got critical hits. That's beautiful.
Your turn to dance. I'd love a dance.
Oops. God, these Chevaliers, I don't have the timing of them at all. So, I realize this is ignorance and I should get hip with the kids. But, Duck, what, when you're saying SMH, what does that mean when you're at home?
Beg your forgiveness for landing us in this quagmire.
Yeah, by the way, we do know that your time is well over 4 hours, but is it starting to bother you at all that you're 4 hours watching my indomitable horse manure? Ah, shake your head. Fair enough.
Ready? Here's your card.
I do apologize for how bad my horse manure is turning out to be, but I'm at least trying to do better. Trying to do better. Failing, but I'm trying. I'm trying. Be there for me a bit. I'm trying.
Elements converge.
Your turn to shine.
God damn it.
Look out!
Thank you all so much. Thank you all so much for the love and adoration that you end up showing towards the chat. I genuinely appreciate having all of you here. You make this genuinely more entertaining and incredibly more fun to end up doing. Like, as you've probably learned, I would be doing diarrhea of the mouth and constipation of the brain anyway. I would be spewing mental effluvia, no matter what. But it is so much more fun to do this with people that actually end up talking back to you. And that's why I genuinely appreciate it more than you know. So thank you all so much for being here and joining it with me. Parries increase the bestial wheel by 1. Taking damage resets it. Upgraded skills deal... Okay, well, I don't get the difference, but we'll go for it anyway. So genuinely, thank you all so much for coming into the chat now and interacting with me and becoming addicts of the crack and of the fun. I'm happy to end up having all of you, and it genuinely is an absolute pleasure. And I hope that we end up continuing at this for quite some time into the future. Go wee holiday. Hope I get new job due to finishing in Ireland. I mean, it's likely, I suppose. Anything can happen in the world of once you go crack, you never go back. I need to get an I need to end up getting a little sting for that. Okay, so the fact that we're able to end up getting... Oh, crap. Okay, well... Okay, well, the advertisements... okay. So advertisements are on at the moment. I don't have the... For some reason, I don't have the advertisement seen in my OBS, so it hasn't been covering it for you, which is sound. Oh, I do. It's just not active. So... Oh no, yeah. But yeah, so we'll just let that go through there, and then once it's finished, we'll continue on for a wee bit longer and see how things end up going. Thirsty for the assets indeed, Blockbuster. Absolutely thirsty. Benny isn't here anymore, so you're not annoying him by saying that, but you are giving me a chuckle by saying it. Well, happy out on that one, Skull. You're almost better staying with them for a year and seeing whether or not you can get them through the Champions League in any way, shape, or form. That would almost be a better use of your time now than hopscotching to somewhere else. But do whatever you feel yourself. I mean, you can do that. You're just choosing not to do that. And I mean, it's a very valid reason not to do it. But, like, you know yourself. It's just a situation that you're choosing not to do that more than anything else. I'm not thirsty for E.T.'s ass is a shriveled up prune. What the hell? That's a really, really weird message, my friend. I'll take it, but that's a phenomenally weird statement. Oh, okay. That's different. The fuck? I mean, you're dead anyway, but like, what the fuck was that? I'm not thirsty for ET assets. I'm shriveling up prune. I mean, fair enough. I mean, I don't know. You might have more to you than you end up knowing, seeing your skull. You might be giving your assets enough credentials. They sacked me for applying for the Manchester United job after winning the... I mean, you did try to leave them, so, you know, you give them no loyalty. Ooh, new weapon for Mael. We got a new weapon for Mael, and Mael isn't even in the bloody team. That's hilarious. I just swapped blocks message. I don't get what you mean by that, Skull. You might need to expand a bit.
Exactly did our
I'm their greatest manager in history. Show me some respect.
when the rest of the city is here.
One of the great mysteries. I wish we had more time.
Well, did you get the United position? Considering you got yourself sacked for it.
An advantage.
Ooh, nice. A lot of chroma there. By the way, let me go back, actually. Oh, I can't go back. I just have to remember, when we fought the first fight when we came in here, we seen a web. I think it was in here, or was it in the other spot? Maybe it was the other spot. No, because the other spot didn't have any. Yeah, when we came in here, we seen a web. Okay, so we need to go back at some point and see where the web was. Ooh, I forgot that she's in verse. That kills. Yeah, that wasn't intelligent by me. I need to take inverse off of her to heal her, I suppose.
A storm is coming.
We're likely going to die to this fight, by the way.
It likes you.
Yeah. Yep.
Violence.
I thought due to it United, they wouldn't care. They'll always care when you end up trying to go somewhere else, my friend. Pogue Mahone there, the respect you rightfully deserve. Oh, yeah, kiss their arse, yeah. I've been sacked for taking the national team job before. Really? Who sacked you for that? What team were you with when you were sacked for taking the national job? I've never had that come up as a worry before. Is it why? Would that be because they'd be worried that you'd be taking, like, divulging too much of your time away from their particular, their particular, elements? Would that be the reason why they'd be sacking you for that? Because that's an interesting thing to sack you for. In my Mongolian save, I mean, I genuinely don't remember in your Mongolia save you getting sacked for that, but that's interesting. Well, no, because it makes sense, because you're literally leaving them on the lurch. It does make sense, to be honest. But it would be better if it didn't happen, to be fair. But it does make sense. We can't lie and say that it doesn't make sense. It does make sense.
Brace yourselves.
That move.
Ready to evade.
She's gonna die too if we're not careful. The timing of that second hit. I've done the perfect dodge twice. I should be able to dodge it.
Oh, really?
Like there, I've done the perfect... Ah, crack. I just dissed the board. Well, that doesn't help either when you end up cursing out your board. Like, you know, funnily enough, they don't particularly like when they end up getting cursed out a bit.
Here's your card.
The fun begins.
You know, heaven forbid why that would be the case, but...
No margin for error.
This time it didn't kill him. Interesting.
Likes you.
Okay. Come on! Really? Oh, I didn't know that that could be a case now, that it could affect future job interviews. That's fascinating that that's a thing that the game ends up putting into place. That's fascinating now. Funnily enough, I've never actually been sacked. I've always left the job just before the sack ends up coming into place. When I felt like the sack might be coming, I've always left. So it's fascinating to me that that's something that's ended up happening to you, that you've actually gotten the sack, or that it would end up affecting you. So I don't know any of the history of the way that the game works with the sackings. So that's fascinating to me. What's the rudest way you've ever been told you're not getting the job?
Sweet is the battle.
As I'm sure you have plenty of stories on that one. Figured that'd do more damage. That was a mistake. And we're not healing enough for it to matter, so... Fair enough. When he hits from the left, we can do a dodge on the first bit of it. Okay, well, we died that time. Fair enough. I'll get by them eventually. Oh, I'm not dying here. I'm not dying inside. Anyway, in we go for another go at this particular fight. I once, in my second spell in charge of a club, got sacked because I leaked the press after the board wouldn't try and plan for a new stadium. And did you leave the club during your first spell? Or were you sacked during your first spell as well?
No margin for error.
I could kill you, but... Really, only one this time. Got the perfect parry this time. Done an okay amount of damage. Not an immense amount of damage, but an okay amount. Cool. Now, for you, where's the timing? Oh no, you haven't hit yet. Okay, we're killing you. Just immediately we're killing you. That was overkill, but I don't really care. Cool. Coolaboola. Coolaboola. Are you inverted now? You are still inverted. This will almost kill me, but it'll heal them. It might actually kill me, so no. Okay. After first one got cancelled due to lack of planning permission, I said who gonna get the better than me. I left for another club in Hong Kong. First time around I wasn't sacked. But that's what I was asking, yeah. So how did the first time end up going? So that's interesting that that's how the first time ended up going for you. So what made you go back to them? What was it that ended up making you go back to them? What was it that changed your mind, made you consider going back to the club you left?
So, Monoko, what was life like before the fracture?
The world was smaller and cozier, livelier. There were many more of us Gestrels back then. The fracture tore our villages apart. Only a fraction of a fraction survived.
I think we're meant to go down that way, so.
Gestrels awaiting rebirth.
Interesting. So we'll go up this way. Oh, crikey. I really should take off that affinity. Holy crap, crack. Or that, the thing that inverts our affinity. And every time a job there I applied and declared interest did consider me for an interview. Interesting. That's a good thing though, isn't it? Or is it? I don't. You have 99% critical hit, by the way. A 99% critical hit, and you didn't. You only had one critical hit. That's astonishing to me. And every time a job I applied and declared interest, they wouldn't consider me. Okay. So, like, in that case, game-wise, what are you meant to do? Is it go further down the divisions? Is it fast forward a couple of years and hope that it ends up turning around for you? What actually is the proper way for you to end up dealing with that situation? What are you actually meant to end up doing there? If you get me, is there anything you can end up doing after such a situation in FM to rectify the situation for yourself so that you're not just completely screwed out on every interview that ends up coming up furtherly? Or did you just give up on the save completely and didn't care about trying to fix it? Ooh, interesting. Okay. It's important to the ones who we love to keep them in our lives. Far away, far away. Old Lemure, I painted them so I can't remember. Remember the face, the man's gone silent. Interesting. I was a legend there. Had Tree Stadium named after me. Won many Asian Champions League and multiple Club World Cups. See, yeah, but with that record, you should have been able to go anywhere, right? So is it just that you kept trying to go back to them and they wouldn't end up interviewing you? Or everyone wouldn't interview you? Because, like, if it's them, is the solution just to wait and hope that someone buys out the club? Like, is that almost an inevitability? Does that pretty much always happen, that someone ends up buying out the club, or a new chairman ends up taking over? Ooh, okay, in for another cutscene right here. Let's see how this ends up going.
Doesn't that look like one of Eskier's stones?
Oh, yeah.
Let's bring him a gift.
Oh, nice.
I was surprised you agreed so readily to Verso's plans.
He seems to be our best bet for now. We lack too much information.
Do you trust him?
I trust that he wants to reach the paintress, so for now, our interests are aligned.
He has been helpful. Still, I have this feeling he's hiding something.
It does seem that way, I'll admit.
Minoko.
Oh, what a way to make yourself look suspicious, Minoko.
I don't really remember. I feel like I've always known Verso.
You mentioned traveling with other expeditions.
Quite a few.
How many? What happened to them?
Why did you end up losing all your powers?
What happened to them?
Maybe ask Verso when we find him.
Yeah, okay. Finding them comes first.
How did they get it over all this way, by the way? That's a bigger question. How did we get separated so badly that they ended up getting scattered this far away?
Any idea what this is?
I'm afraid not. This is my first time here as well.
Ooh, expedition tape. 58.
58. They were the ones that Verso was traveling with.
I believe so.
I mean, that seems to be the case, doesn't it, Skull? That they just have zero sense of direction and got completely lost.
An axon. Interesting.
Ooh.
Verso is...
Is this true?
You know you need to let us know, by the way.
Mael's with him. We need to go. Now.
Verso would never harm her.
Like, can we check it now? Or how does that end up working? Oh, never mind. No, we can't because it swapped over to them. That's a good way to hide us from viewing the goddamn thing that was just picked up, even though everyone has access to the same inventory.
Carried away sometimes.
My back hurts, but I'm fine.
Good. The others are probably heading towards the center of the city. We'll rejoin them there.
How did you get separated so badly?
Feels like home.
Yeah. Feels like home. You okay?
Minoko fits
That's,
well in a disaster expedition, eh?
Oddly, ominous. That reaction.
After you?
Maybe it's the hairstyle I put on him, but his eyes look very soulless.
Speaking of home, where do you live in Lumiere?
Above a bakery near the center. Angelique's Boulangerie. I ate there every morning. I wonder if it's still there.
It's called Mathilde's now. When this is over, you should go and visit.
I love how it showed a flag from 48. Wonder if that was meant to be 42. There it is. So I wonder if... I doubt it will. Yeah, it doesn't have the ability to fast travel. That's fascinating to me. Interesting. Baugier sounds... I mean, to be honest, there are a lot of French words that sound incredibly erotic when you let them. French in general sounds like a pretty sexual language. It's a gorgeous language. It's one of the ones well, to be honest, I wish I knew. I wish I was multilingual, to be honest. I'm horrible when it comes down to languages. Well, I'm horrible when it comes down to most things. I also wanted to learn the guitar, but that's another thing to me. But like, I'd love to be multilingual. I'd love to know French. I'd love to know German. I'd love to know Spanish. Even though it's a completely dead language, I'd love to know Latin. I am, though, what? You've lost a bit on my ranting. You've lost me a bit in my own ranting. I mean, if you're on about the fact that I talk English and horseshit, then yes, that's true. Sorry. I need to be, in case clips end up coming from any of this, I need to be more cognizant of what I'm stating. So, are you on about the fact that I speak English or horse manure? Horse fecal exchange. Horse fecal matter. Call me out from now on if I'm cursing, and I'll do the best that I can not to curse. Except for Skull, you still need to spend money on the no cursing channel point. I don't even know if Skull is still in the chat.
Nice.
Interesting. So we have a little jump over there. Let's have a quick gawk and see if we can find anything of any substance. There seems to be... Yep. What is this? More catalyst to level up weapons. Continue on for a tiny bit more. I'll go a wee bit longer anyway, because I'm still enjoying myself. I figured I'd ask you too, especially considering you're some of the original ones. How would you feel if I started... What happened there? How would you feel if I ended up playing a bit of Path of Exile off stream? Like the save that we end up having. Or for continuity's sake, considering I played all of that game alongside you, would you prefer that I played it on stream, Witchy? I was curious about that. How you'd feel about it, or if you give a rat's diddly ass.
Just try it.
Okay. That was a mistake. A mistake of epic proportions. Well, to be honest, there isn't really a story in Path of Exiles, so it would be more the fact of seeing how the character ends up building up. You know, just watching me rage and die and rage and die and rage and die more than anything else, to be honest.
We're a pretty good team. Verso? Verso?
Where'd he go?
Putain. Where did he go?
Ooh, what did you remember? Oh, wait a minute. Ah, no, never mind. Yeah, what did you end up remembering? I don't have one for what you remember. I just remember what happened. Oh, now we're her on her own. That's interesting. But yeah, what did you end up remembering?
I need to find Lune and Ciel, quickly.
Something... Yeah, you need to expand on that one, my friend. I don't know what you mean by that. Something monkey. Rolling. I think somewhere in this I have lost the joke. But fair play. It doesn't really matter that I've lost the joke, but I believe somewhere in between this I have managed to lose the joke. But I am a dense man, and we all know it, so it's not that surprising that I've lost the joke. Yes, pretty much that meme at the moment. Crack not understanding the modern lingo makes me feel like I'm 50 years old. I hope you feel happy, Duck. You made me feel 20 years older than I actually am. I hope you feel satisfied with what you've done. I hope you know that this is painful for me as this is as painful for me as it is for you.
On me.
Okay, so we need to dodge these. Oh, son of a gun. Son of a gun, son of a gun, son of a gun. Albania. Kazakhstan. The Republic of Guinea. Do I need to continue to guess, Skull? Ghana. Dana. The United States of America. China. Russia. Northern Ireland. So what team did you end up selecting in Belgium? Wow. How did I miss the final bit of that? Holy crap, the final bit of that is the easy bit. Oh, that's astonishing levels of ineptitude by me. Those of you on TikTok, how are you doing, my friends? Is life treating you well? How's the crack treating you now? Any news with you? You're watching as my character has gotten lost and is on their own, experiencing horror and dread. And even furthermore, because my gameplay has been atrocious. But we shall persist, and we shall effectively win. I have never heard of La Miel, Skull. Are they big? Damn it. That second hit, the timing on that second hit is so tight. Also, for all of you watching as well, happy Thursday. How is your Thursday treating you now? I should change my terminology from saying how your Wednesday was doing to your Thursday. It's effectively a Thursday now here in my homestead. A wonderful time to end up stating. Showcase of brilliance and wonder and extravagance. We're one step closer to the weekend, would you know? And as always, we stop for the advertisements. So we'll end up waiting for that, and then we'll continue to end up going through. At some point in time, I'll end up setting up, unfortunately with this game, if you end up going out of it, you can't hear the sound. But during the weekend, we might do an interactive talk or watch a video or something like that in between some of these, or do something else maybe. I don't know. Actually, that defeats the purpose of the entirety of the advertisements. So never mind, that's me ranting. Once a fool, always a fool. Let's see your crack for you. I will say, one of the things that's astonishingly funny with this particular fight is that every now and again it just tends to... It tends to just... just have weird power balancing. And like in some cases... in some cases, the weakness profile of some of the enemies seems to be off, and that's really interesting to me. And now the advertisements have finished up, so we can continue on. So we will burn this book. In the other times, that has, like this time, almost killed. Okay, this should almost kill as well. Cool. Now we just need to dodge this one. Oh, come on, Craic. That's the easy one to dodge. That's astonishing levels of horse manure by me. At this point, I'm just too stubborn not to continue at this until I get by it, though. But I will say the quite somberness of Mael knowing there's something wrong and this music track playing behind it is gorgeous. Not too bad. How did you find creating your lasagna, Senior Skull? What did you end up adding into it? What types of cheeses? Anything exciting within it to end up increasing the taste profile? How many layers was it indeed? Did you go for a particular type of mince when you ended up creating it? Okay, cool. Cool. And the other one should end up dying on the burn. Yes. It's a shame we don't have a thing here that gets us 2 moves. But this'll kill you, and then we need to dodge the other one. Or counter it. Okay. Better to do the dodge. It's safer. Oh, why is it getting 2 attacks? Okay, cool, cool, cool. Ooh, that was scary. That was unnecessarily scary. But thankfully, we ended up getting through it now, and we'll continue onward and so forth with just a hit and a dead. It was my first time doing it, so to be adventurous. So I didn't want to be adventurous, and it was for the freezer. Well, fair enough. So how did you end up doing it? Just regular slabs of cheese? Anything exciting within it? Apply rush at the start of the battle. Interesting. I still like the way I have her set it up. Having the 3 AP works phenomenally well. I do love putting these on in order to automatically get them upgraded, and we don't have anyone else in it. But with that being said, I actually think I'm... Screw it, we'll do this for now. If I don't have access to the level of AP that I want, I will end up changing that, by the way. But I'm going to heal myself too. Mince sheets and sauce cheese. Nice. So a nice little amount, a nice little setup for yourself. That's a pleasure to end up hearing. So what I know an awful lot of people end up doing, or not an awful lot of people, what I know some people end up doing is they'll end up getting different types of cheese, mozzarella cheese, courgouillon, that type of crap, and will end up putting cheese and then some type of cream structure on top of it as well as the cheese, so that it ends up adding a nice texture to the actual lasagna itself. I'm not a cheese fan, so I'm not the person to ask about lasagna, much to my chagrin. But, Duck, I always knew I was your love. I always knew that I was your life. But I didn't realize I was your 3rd love. I didn't realize I was part of your 3rd life. So what do you mean by you are my 3rd? Now, give us some expansion so that you're not leaving me in the lurch, considering my life and my mistakes and my worries and my responsibilities. What, You stand there like a plank and let them hit you. Yeah, white sauce. I don't actually know what's in white sauce, but I know an awful lot of people love it. It's a fun. No. Yeah, that's the... 101. Third highest has 51. Holy crap, that's some difference, my friend. And which FM are you playing today, too? Which one is this incredible record being achieved upon, Senior Duck? Is it FM 21 like you were doing before, or is it a further back FM? Is it FM 24? Because considering you sometimes... Christ! That time just my thing got stuck. When I when I revealed the name change on Friday night, I'm just joking, by the way. Is it Friday night when you get your name change back, Duck? Because if it is, congratulations to you. I know you've been wanting to have it back for a while, and you deserve it. Are you going back to Duck God of Extinct, or Duck God of no? What was it? It wasn't Duck God of Quack, or was it Duck God of Quack? Yeah, Duck God or something. I can't remember exactly what you ended up having it as. I have it written down somewhere, but I just can't remember what it is off the top of my head. Yeah, Duck God of Quack. Are you going back to that? Are you doing a modification of it this time? Are you doing something a wee bit more adventurous? So, Craic, getting the watch time back and working you be resetting it back to 0. Like, to be honest, it's not that I got it back, it's that it was never working. Supposedly, and I didn't know this, I needed a legacy element to be active within the stream for it to work. And I didn't realize that that needed to be on, and because that wasn't on, it wasn't working. So it was never counting up the time that was there before. But what do you mean? Do you if you change name, it resets your watch time? Oh, okay. I might have to wait 4 months till the original becomes available. So will you change it to something slightly different in between that, or will you just or will you do something else?
This manner's intact. Why does it feel so familiar?
Number 1 Spurs fan. Huh. That's a funny joke. Skull, that's a funny joke. There's no such thing as a number 1 Spurs fan. Okay, so it's blatantly obvious that we need to go into that big-ass manor the next time, and that looks incredible. So I think I'm going to end up leaving it there, boys and girls. And the Technicolor rainbow in between. So, we are now in the Old Lumiere Manor grounds. And I think that's going to be everything until the next time. As I stated, I might be streaming again tomorrow. If I am, it'll be a later stream. And there's a good chance I won't be streaming tomorrow. You'll know if I become active, you end up seeing me on, end up coming into it there. It'll probably be FM when I end up doing it, but either way, we'll end up seeing where things end up going. I'll do the regular stuff for the other ones first, and then I'll end up getting ye somewhere off to raid. So with all that being said, everyone on every device, even though I don't think there's anyone watching on any other ones, I'll do it anyway as a nice thing to myself and to all of you. Kick, YouTube, TikTok, thank you so much for tuning in and enjoying the crack. Thank you so much for any and all of you that ended up messaging. I appreciate it so much. If you ever end up spotting me again, please come in and enjoy the crack. It was an absolute pleasure to end up having you. Slongafol, my good old friends. Make sure your crack is 90, and as always, Pog Mahone. Adios, amigo.